Hi, everyone. Very good morning. I, Vikramjeet, on behalf of Bellwether Associates, would like to welcome you all to Bellwether Talks. So before we begin our session, I would like to thank all our investors and speaker for sparing their valuable time on a weekend. Today's session will be for 35 to 40 minutes, followed by 10 minutes of question and answers. We request all our participants to share their questions via chat option and direct them to host Piyush. Lastly, a vote of thanks by Bellwether. Cancer is one of the leading causes of morbidity and mortality worldwide. India cancer rates are rising, and the number of cases is projected to reach 1.57 million by 2025, up from 1.3 million in 2020. The idea of today's discussion is not to induce fear, but bring forth the real scenario and provide insights on how to mitigate the financial risk in such an adverse case. We have with us today Ms. Anuradha Dhar, Deputy Vice President from HDFC Ergo. She's a postgraduate with more than 23 years of experience, out of which 12 years has been with health insurance. She worked under different tags with servicing and winning million lives. She hails from Kashmir and has worked almost all locations of North. Welcome, Anuradha. You can please share your screen and host the presentation.
Sharing your time. I have with me Tarun along on this particular call. I would request Tarun to share the screen with everyone. As Vikram was talking about the cancer, right? There are so many illnesses, and if the era we are living in, if we'll just go through that, I don't see any one of us can know the cause of any particular disease which can affect us in today's time. But among all, I think cancer is the one which is still under the research, under the people are just trying to figure out that what is the root cause of this particular ailment, right? Who can be affected with this? It is still undeveloped and uncovered by our scientists who are working on it. And if we talk about the introduction of this particular disease, as I said, it's still unveiled. We have to figure it out. But as on date, when I'm talking to you, what can we give an introduction to this particular disease is only that it can be a development of certain tissues which are abnormally growing in our body, which are causing this disease. But to define the tissue, very hard to say. I would request all the participants, because the kind of ailment we are discussing today, it's very, very concerning because this is a disease which can affect a family to an extent. Even if you are very wealthy, even if you're not wealthy, but the impact of this disease to a family to an extent that it can definitely ruin the happiness and the economic condition of the families. If you are agreeing on this particular part, I would request each one of you to please go to your chat box, and according to you, what do you think this particular disease is there any definition from your point of view that this is the particular person or this is the root cause of this cancer? If you know it, you can definitely write it. If you don't know it, you can definitely write, yes, it is still not revealed that what causes the cancer. Can I request each one of you to please go to your chat box, because that is definitely going to put the foundation of our discussion today. And to be honest, I will also get to know that people are actually listening me. Thank you. Thank you. So I believe that certainly we are on the same page, and we are not here to figure out that what are the causes for it, because what is not revealed by our scientists, what is not revealed in our researchers, I don't think I am the right person to figure it out. But certainly we together can definitely figure out that how we can prevent our families from it. That is the main motive of connecting you on this call today and helping you all to wake up as soon as possible to make a difference in your families. So, as I said, yes, it is an abnormal uh, growth of the cell of tissues which is causing it. And if it is adversing, it can definitely lead to taking the lives of the individuals. There are so many causes. People, some think it's obesity, some things it can be virus, it can be radiation, it can be the environment. So many people have, like, these are all the thoughts which are there in the minds of it. And the era we are living in, the ratio of it is growing. If you will see the index, if Tarun can help us out to show the cancer ratio, and if you will see, the ratio of cancer is increasing with every growing year. If I see 2020 and if I see 2022, you can see that it is increasing. On every incident ratio is increasing, the deaths are increasing. And most commonly, there are certain cancer types which it's not like these are the only things, but yes, the studies shows that it can be lung, mouth, prostate, all those are very, 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 very common, and it are increasing. If you will see that in 2025, it is predicted that we can definitely take it to this is going to be the death ratio is definitely, the incident ratio is going to increase by 15.69 lakh of incidences are going to be there in India. That means it is definitely enhancing. It's not in control. People may, there are so many awareness agencies which are actually working on it to prevent people from cancer, but still the ratio seems not in control. And as we can see on the screen, if I see, are we on the same page on this? Can I request each one of you to go back to your chat box and confirm me if you have experienced, or by your own within the circle or far circle, but any such individual, any such family, just because of this deadly disease, they have gone through a lot. Can I have yes or no, whatever, from all the participants, so that each one of us are on the same page and we are trying to arrive to a place which is definitely going to take our families away from this deadly disease, at least protect from this deadly disease. Prashant, I'm so sorry, Prashant, but yes, there are so many families. Thank you so much who are participating, who are responding. I'm so thankful to you because this will make our discussion more lively. And need for the cancer plan, specific cancer plan, you know? Yes, thank you. This is need for a cancer specific plan. We have so many indemnity plans, and there are so many cancer plans also which are prevailing there in the market. But today we are going to definitely talk about why we need to have a specific cancer plan, and why this particular plan which I am referring to you is different from the market. So when we are talking about a regular health insurance plan, that is giving you a assurance of one particular sum assured. You must have heard this term, which is used by the insurance people, that you are covered under certain particular amount. That's called sum assured. You have a coverage of this amount, that's called sum assured. So that sum assured is available there in the market, but that sum assured does not give you a guarantee that it's going to take care of your deadly disease. That's never a guarantee with it. It's only and only pertaining to the amount you have taken into consideration. You can use that amount, up to that particular amount, you can use it in your hospitalization, treating any kind of a disease. But it does not give you a guarantee to take care of your entire expenses of this deadly disease. And in the market today, we have so many cancer plans, which definitely are going to give you a certain coverage amount when that deadly disease is announced by the doctor. This surely will give you that amount. But the particular plan which we are talking today here, because this uh, next slide, Tarun, when we are talking about here, we are talking about HDFC, who's going to partner with you. And this company is definitely going to help you, not only to support you as long as you are dealing with this deadly disease, but it's going to take care of your family also during that time and help you stay strong in terms of battling with this deadly disease. That is what these three steps is something which makes this plan completely different and completely specific than the market. While I asked you a question, have you seen anybody around? I'm sure each one of you must have seen in the chat box. We had one particular a partner who definitely shared with us that his uncle is going through a bone marrow disease, and he can see the family draining out of it. This is such a deadly disease that none of us, like suppose if today I really want to take a coverage and I want that I should have sufficient cover to take care of all these elements, I cannot decide it. I don't know how long it's going to prevail and how much it is going to cost me to get well back again. So it's such a deadly disease that no one can predict any cost for it. But however, this plan certainly is going to help our families in terms of coping up with the disease, and secondly, helping us to get well faster. So if I have to introduce the plan in front of you, each one of you, the name of the plan is I Can. Correct? And in this plan, we not only are going to cover you, it's a lifelong, means, as I said, there are so many plans there in the market. Once this is declared, disease is declared, you are definitely given the amount and then the companies say thank you to you. But this is a lifelong indemnity cover. That's the beauty of this particular product. It is definitely helping you not only with the hospitalization, not treating the plan, but it is coming up as an income support to you and supporting your family to deal with it. Correct? This is the plan which I was talking with each one of you. And if we see the lifelong coverage means there are n number of treatments which are involved while dealing with this particular plan. You must have heard about chemotherapy, radiotherapies, organ transplantation, surgeries. There are so many things which are involved into this particular disease. All those will be definitely covered under it. There are advanced therapies also. We certainly covered them also under it. I definitely talked about the income support. Correct? It's going to be a support, income support to a person who's affected with it. When I say this, here again, the family will certainly be given 60% of whatever coverage is there as a lump sum amount. Lump sum means that suppose if you have taken a coverage of 1 CR with us, 60% of that, that is 60 lakh rupees, will be immediately funded to the family to take care of this particular disease. Correct? Which is the beauty of this plan. And we just have to keep this in mind that this plan can be given only to the people who are 18 and above, either 18 or 18 and above. Below that, this is not. India is such an unfortunate country where we definitely have people under the age of 18 also who are affected with this. But as on date, We just have this plan applicable only and only for the people who are 18 and above. And when we're talking about the family support, the same applies here also. There is an amount, a chunk of amount out of this particular plan. The moment it is declared, it is given to the family, which is 100%. Suppose if you have taken a coverage of 1 CR, that 1 CR is given to the family, and then the treatment is also taken care by the organization, which is the beauty of this particular plan. Means if you are diagnosed with it, company is not saying you, okay, you are this is what you are covered for, take this amount and get yourself treated. No, along with your treatment, we are certainly supporting with you immediate funds to take care of your medical conditions on immediate basis. If you need more money is coming to you, and more power is coming to you to battle this deadly disease. So plan structure, if we talk about, it has different variants. It is definitely the age group, entry age is 5 years, but the treatment will definitely get affected when the particular person turns 18. Policy term again is only 1 year. That is what is there, because every year, as you know, that every health insurance plan is a contract for 1 year. You just have to be vigilant that you are renewing it every year. It is renewable lifelong. You can definitely renew it. That's this particular task, what lies with the customer. And choice of insured, I think Bellwether is a absolute and the wonderful organization you're associated with, which can certainly help you, because this is something which is the game changing in any plan, any kind of a plan. And Bellwether is the right option for you, who can guide you, who can support you in terms of figuring out the right sum assured for your family, for you yourself, in terms of dealing with this deadly disease. Plan benefits, more or less, if you will see, I've just taken through you to the gist of the plan, how it's going to function for you and why it is different there in the market. But rest of the things, certainly I would request Bellwether and team to reach out to you with more technical and other supports with this particular the plan is offering for each one of you to get in details with it. If you have any questions which I can answer here, and any kind of a query which is still there, I would really love to answer them. Thank you so much for being patient with me. Oh, good question, Prashant. Thank you so much. If anyone is already, when we take any kind of a health insurance plan, it's very, very important to understand the health insurance coverage is as a prevention. It's never for the treatment. If anybody is already prevailing with this particular disease or any kind of a disease, then that coverage is not meant for them. It is a prevention. So one has to act before this happens. I hope I have answered you, Prashant.
Thanks, Anuradha, for sharing your views on the ICANN as a product. Let me call upon Piyush, to moderate the question and answers. Piyush, over to you.
Thank you, Vikram. Thank you, Anuradha, for the wonderful session. I have a couple of questions from the participants. So, first one is, why should one go for a critical care plan if he or she is holding a normal health insurance of 50 lakhs or 1 CR?
Wonderful. So, Piyush, if you have, I believe I have answered this in my presentation. Normally, when we take any indemnity plan, what you call it, normal health insurance plan, when we take any normal health insurance plan, that is going to give you a coverage which is there for hospitalization and treating the ailment. That's it. For example, suppose if I have a cover, which is my normal health insurance plan, and I am supported with a cancer care, which is ICANN plan, that's also there with me. If I have both the plans, God forbid, if cancer is treated for me, That means I certainly, if I have only one, let's take example of one first, one by one. If I have only one, that's my health insurance plan, and I don't have the ICAN plan with me or the cancer care with me. Let's see, if I reach to hospital, if I'm diagnosed with a cancer, I will be treated there. I will definitely be supported by whatever plan I have taken, whatever coverage I have. If I have a coverage of 50 lakh rupees, I will definitely be treated for that. But in case, as you know, cancer is not a treatment which can be definitely spiced under the 50 lakh rupees of coverage. The moment I will be out of this, the company is not going to support me, and I will be definitely paying out of my pocket. So the most important other aspect of this is that if I have to take care of my this need, where I may have to take so many these appointments, like I may have to consult different doctors for it, I may need more money in terms of treating this particular disease very well. That's where we need a specialized plan which is meant only and only for this particular deadly disease, which is going to help us not only treat this, but at the same time, this is going to help us to fight back with the plan with this deadly disease.
The second one is, see, you stay in the industry, you deal with a lot of clients, you have partnered with many other companies like Bellwether. So what's the expense involved in treating of a cancer, and what do you think is the right sum assured for an individual to buy?
All right. So if we have to talk about the right sum assured, that's why I said, Piyush, I did not discuss the sum assured here, because it depends on individual to individual and family to family. I would request you to please do the HIP, that is, figure out that what is the background of any family coming in from, and then advise them for a sum assured, which is going to help you to cover them with a sufficient coverage. This disease is not a time-bound disease that it's going to be for 2 years, 3 years. It depends body to body, and time will definitely be taken by how the tissues are developing, the normal tissues are getting developed, then only we can define the time for it. So discussing over here the right kind of a sum assured will not be a appropriate thing, but yes, maximum the better. That would be my answer, because that's going to cover me fully for it.
The next one is how this plan works in case of an NRI. Can NRIs take this plan? And for example, they're diagnosed outside and they come back to India, and or they're diagnosed in India whenever in the future. Currently, they're NRI. In the future, the resident status may change, may not. So can they opt for the solution for a cancer care to get a treatment in India?
So my answer to this is under the norms, because there are certain NRIs who are not covered. There is a list of it, which you can definitely take from the organization. There are certain NRIs who are not covered under it, but under the NRI Act, yes, we can definitely offer it to the NRIs. And to answer your second question, there is no such limitation that the treatment will happen only if it is diagnosed here or outside, whether it is an NRI or anybody else. If a person is covered under this particular plan, he can definitely avail this plan.
Okay. The last one is the lump sum amount that we get in the family care benefit. That is taxable, or that's tax free? Because so just a clarity on that.
There is no tax. There is no tax on it.
So basically, what I understood from the presentation was that we get two benefits. One is the hospitalization one, and another is the family benefit.
True. True.
Okay. That's Vikram. That's it from my side. Thank you, Anuradha, for answering the questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Piyush, for moderating the question and answers. And thanks, I would like to thanks for the valuable insight, Anuradha. It would be a pleasure to extend our gratitude through a token of appreciation. Thanks, Anuradha, for sharing your valuable
Thank you.
insights.
Thanks, Satan.
With this, we conclude our event today, and we'd like to thank all investor and speaker for taking out your time on the busy schedule. It was a great pleasure to have all of you on the common platform, and your insights have given us more information and knowledge to us. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe and stay healthy. Thanks so much.